I still got 718 on my.
I just fixed it.
All right.
We're live, Rob.
Live? Are we?
We are live.
All right. Good deal.
You ready, guys? We're on.
All right, folks. Welcome into the Bluegrass Sports Nation. Coverage of the 14th region matchup between the Lee County Lady Cats and your Breathitt Bobcat. We've got two Lady Cats tonight. Casey, it's going to be confusing for this old timer sitting to your left.
I told you we went online that I was going to make a guarantee, and my guarantees are always correct, Rob. A Lady Cat team will win tonight.
Folks, we are going to take a quick commercial break as we get ready to go to the national anthem. We will be right back after this commercial to get the starting lineups for you here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
During a loss, we realize that your loved one is your most valuable possession. At Breathitt Funeral Home, we consider it an honor to serve your family. We've recently made some big changes, but not only to the building. We have lowered our prices to what we believe are the lowest in Breathitt County. We offer payment plans for prearranged funerals, and we will honor prearrangements from any other funeral home. Breathitt Funeral Home, premium service at an affordable price, when only the best will do.
Basketball fans know December is the start of the holiday season. A 4-month round ball holiday running all winter right through March. And at Rose Brothers, we're happy to help Bluegrass Sports Nation bring great high school action to you each week. And when your athletes need basketball shoes, or when you need warm weather gear to get through the winter, come see us at Rose Brothers. We have performance athletic footwear from Nike, Under Armour, and Skechers, and great outerwear from Columbia, Simply Southern, and Under Armour. Now let's cheer on our young athletes, and good luck from all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Betaville.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. For terms and conditions, visit AppalachianWireless.com.
Becker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
All right, folks, we are back here from the Coliseum. Bluegrass Sports Nation, bringing you the matchup of the Lady Cats, the Lee County Lady Cats, and your Breathitt Lady Cats here from the Coliseum tonight. Get things kicked off with our starting lineups. First up, number 20, Hannah Bowen. I don't know what I'd do without Casey Allen beside of me, folks. Number 23, Caden Fox. Number 33, Presley Cundiff. Number 12, Natalie Reed. And the last one was Emily Warner, I believe, number 10. I think that's the one that I missed. Thank you, sir, for helping me out.
That's what we do here.
Like I mentioned, the old man to your left needs a lot of help tonight. Now for the Breathitt Lady Cats. Senior coming on to the court, number 15, Jerica Neese. Number 1, Brinley Gross. Freshman, number 23, Charlie Stacy. Young lady had a great game last time out on the court. Number 4, Alexis Pelfrey. And, of course, our famous 8th grade point guard, Lexi Combs. Starting 5 for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. These two getting together, Casey. I tell you what, Coach Hayes, we were talking about it in the pregame. He's did an exceptional job with this group of young ladies faced with a huge injury bug. But he's really went to work, and the girls have bought in, as they say, and doing a great job with a lot of young players on the court.
Well, it's a us versus the world mentality that these girls have embraced because, you know, once you start losing players like that, you've got a lot of doubters. And I got to be honest with you, Rob, I've been super impressed with the way that they've answered the call. You know, especially with Stacy down low, she's really come along. I heard your call the other night. I mean, she's really come a long way in a short period of time.
I didn't get the official count, stat count on rebounds, but she had to be really close, if not into a double-double. I know she had the points, and in the first half, she had 7 or 8 rebounds, so she had to be really close. Back to the action, Lee County got the tip, Cundiff with a tip, but she knocked it out of bounds. The Cats come up empty-handed on the first possession down the court. Watch Presley Cundiff working in the lane. And she's going to kick it out to three-point land, and that was Hannah Bowling's 3 was no good. Lady Cats of Breathitt County will bring it back out of there. Combs cross midcourt. She'll go to work. Neese back to Combs, now over to Pelfrey, over in the corner to Gross. She'll fire the first 3 of the night for the Lady Cats. It'll be knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Lee County.
You know, one thing that the Lady Cats have done, at least in the games that I've been able to watch, Rob, is they've gotten off to a pretty quick start. You know, they've gotten the lead and kind of started putting pressure on their opponent early on. And I expect them to try to do the same thing here tonight.
I've been impressed with their defensive awareness of where their teammates are on the court on defense, because they've been able to turn the ball over quite a bit in the games that I've watched, and they've been able to go to the boards, and Charlie doing a great job on the boards defensively and offensively, but their defensive awareness of where their teammate is, as well as the person that they've got to stay with, and they've just done an exceptional job to be as young as they are, to hang in there and still raise some eyebrows and keep some people guessing on how far these Lady Cats are going to go in the tournament here shortly. Linda out top of the key. She'll pass it over to Bowling. And Bowling will hand it over to Fox. Fox out top of the arc. Now back to Bowling inside to Cundiff, knocked loose by Charlie Stacy. Cundiff will chase it down. Cross court pass over to Reed. Reed's another athlete for Lee County that's probably going to give Breathitt some fits with her size. Her and Cundiff, 2 tall athletes for Lee County. I don't think we have anyone that matches up to those 2 except for Charlie Stacy.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. That's a glaring thing that I see right now from our vantage point. It's the size difference is there for Lee County.
And it looks like Reed, she's going to play a lot of shooting guard. She's going to be out at forward and shooting guard both. She's had a little bit of time inside, but she will step back behind the arc. 5:55 on the clock. It's still 0-0 here. No one has scored yet. Both clubs up and down the court with some empty possessions, but they are working hard on both ends of the court. As you see, Gross, she'll find Jerica Neese. Neese will launch the three off the back of the iron, no good. And as always, Gross with the hustle play to get the rebound inside. Stacy kicks it back out to Combs. Now back to Gross. Back over to Combs. The defense so far of Lee County Lady Cats been able to keep Combs and Gross out of the lane for the most part. We saw Neese shoot a couple of threes. Here's Alexis Pelfrey with the first three-pointer of the night. The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Alexis Pelfrey is good. That'll put the Breathitt Lady Cats up 3-0 with 5:10 on the clock.
No, it's not going to show up on the stat sheet other than the fact that it was a rebound. But Brindley's hustle there to get that offensive rebound really set the Bobcats up.
Yeah. Bowling goes in the lane, and the shot's no good off the glass. Here comes Combs back the other way. She'll feed Neese. Neese drives inside, kicks it back out to Combs. Good defense by Lee County. Combs will come back out and get set. She's looking inside for Stacy, and I know Stacy's working to get open. She did a great job the other night, was calling for the ball inside. Shot by Gross, no good. And Stacy, she was trying to tie up Cundiff on the rebound, and she'll get called for the foul. They don't call that over the back much anymore, but
that was a good job by Cundiff by turning away from Stacy there and got the call. That's one thing Breathitt needs to keep an eye on is the foul situation. You know, that's something that I noticed that the Lady Cats have gotten into foul trouble early on in some of the games I've watched, Rob. And, you know, that's one thing you can't do when you've got a young team is to have getting foul trouble early.
We're young and got a lot of good shooting guards. There's a lot of people on the bench that can shoot, some young ladies that have some great eye for the basket, but not a lot of size, as Lee County will be called for the over and back call.
Hey, got basketball royalty here tonight, Rob, as Irene Moore is sitting right over here to our right.
I noticed that when I came in. Yeah. I noticed that when we came in. Great to have her with us here tonight. Combs goes back to work on the offensive end for Breathitt County. Shoot to Gross, back to Combs, back to Pelfrey for another three. That one doesn't draw iron, but a big rebound by Natalie Reed for Lee County. She'll go in the lane against Neese. Off the window, and it's good.
Yeah, we got a 30-second timeout by Lee County here. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back after a short message.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
All right, folks, we are back. Thanks to Appalachian Wireless. They are Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. And thanks to Thacker and Grigsby, best in telephone, television, and internet. Serving Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, and Leslie counties. Combs with it out of the timeout for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County over to Pelfrey. Now back to Combs out the logo midcourt. Back to Pelfrey. Pitch and catch. Now over to Jerica Neese. Combs going to drive in from just inside the arc. She'll shoot the long jump shot, and it's good for Lexi Combs.
Rob, I like to see the Lady Cats, Breathitt here, turn up the heat a little bit more defensively and try to get some transition baskets going.
Kind of dumps it inside to Fox. Fox battles with Brindley Gross, and Gross comes up the winner of that one. She'll find Neese in the lane. Shot altered by Natalie Reed. And I think we'll get another quick foul.
It'll be on Neese.
Yep.
Jerica kind of bumped in there as she was trying to get back on defense. I do like the aggressiveness on the offensive end of the court, though.
Hannah Bowen with it now for Lady Cats inside the Cundiff. Cundiff kicks it back out. That is Wyrick. She'll shoot the three. It's no good. And we'll get a whistle underneath the basket.
Again, an offensive rebound leads to either a foul. That's two quick fouls right there. It's something to keep an eye on, like we were talking about just a minute ago, Rob. You know, we was talking during the boys' basketball game about driving to the basket, usually good things happen. Either you get a foul or, you might score a basket or get a quick offensive rebound, put back or something. So the more aggressive you are, the better. It's just the way.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I think if you and I were coaching, we'd be inside out. We'd be recruiting some big men inside. Lee County Reed comes up empty on the free throws. The foul was on Brinley Gross. That's her first. Lady Cats, Breathitt County back to work. Gross with it, kicks it to Neese. Neese going to be open for the three. She shoots it. Man, it looks good. Just off the rim. Big rebound down for Lee County as Caden Fox will drive in the lane. High off the glass, no good. Cundiff with the rebound and the putback.
That's a great effort by Cundiff to run the floor there and be there when the ball come off the rim. That's a great effort by her. And now here we are, 1 point game, Rob.
Combs looking to set up the offense. She'll find Pelfrey over on the left wing. Now back to Neese, back to Pelfrey. Combs going to drive in the lane. She'll stop, put up the little floater off the back of the rim. No good. Cundiff with another big rebound for Lee County.
Yeah, if you're Breathitt, you're going to live with that shot as she's usually pretty deadly from that range. So I expect to see her shoot the ball a lot more, especially when she's right there.
And good ball movement, too, as you see Cundiff go up with the shot. No good. Stacy able to pull down the rebound. That's going to be important for her tonight. Inside working against Cundiff. More experienced player and maybe a little bit of size advantage to Cundiff, too. Neese going to pick up the loose ball for the Lady Cats. Stacy back out to Combs. Now to Neese again. She'll drive in the lane. Baseline. Give to Gross, and they'll call that one on Caden Fox as a little bit too aggressive on defense, and Lady Cats will inbound it from the baseline.
Well, size, like you were talking about earlier, size tends to alter shots, and you can tell that Breathitt isn't quite comfortable going above and down low right now as Tinley Hayes comes into the ball game. She's very tenacious from both ends of the court, so she's not afraid to shoot the ball, Rob.
Well, our guards are used to driving in the lane too, and when you drive inside and you see Cundiff on one side and Reed on the other, defensively Reed, she poses a big threat for the Bobcats in the lane. She's just as tall as Cundiff is. And another loose ball, pick up by Combs. She'll drive in, shoot the jump shot, and it's good.
But she's done an excellent job picking up the full-court defense there, and she's going back and steal the again.
She's got another one. Back to the rim. Shot no good. Lee County Lady Cats will pull it down, and Natalie Reed will bring it across midcourt. Reed looking to set up the offense. She's going to give it, trying to get it to Fox. Good defense by Combs. Tied up, and she'll get a 5-second call. Turnover by a good aggressive defense by the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. I will say this. I like looking out in the crowd and seeing members of the football team, members of the boys basketball team. We've got student athletes from many different capabilities and different teams here watching these girls play. And that means a lot for them to look up and see, another athlete here to catch them in their game.
Yeah, I agree. The student body at Breathitt is super supportive of all programs. It's pretty spectacular, really, to walk the halls and hear people talk. That's unbelievable. Top things up. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's a pretty special place, really, as everybody's pretty close knit, especially in this small community.
We'll take a quick break during the break between the first and second quarter. Tied up 7-7 after Caden Fox's big three-pointer. We'll be back after this commercial.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
folks, we are back from the Coliseum, back to the action here in the second quarter. 7-7 all tied up between the Lady Cats. Battle forward in the lane, and the possession arrow will give it back to the Lady Cats of Lee County. 7:51 on the clock now here in the second quarter.
And that'll come with experience there is when you throw it to the high post, you don't want to bounce pass. You want to get it to them where they can have the ball above their head. That way they can't get tied up.
You sound more like a basketball coach every day, KCL.
Jack of all trades, master of none, Rob.
Wyrick to Cundiff, over to Bowling, looking inside. Bowling brings it back out to Fox. Inside to Cundiff. Cundiff going to kick it back. Wyrick will shoot the three just off the back of the rim. No good. Jericho East will come out of there with a rebound. Combs pushes it up the court quickly for Breathitt. She's going to drive in. Shot from the elbow. Gets the shooter's touch.
That's more of the offense than I expected to see from Breathitt. It's a little bit more fast paced as they got the speed for sure to do that. Breathitt cut the full court press, Rob.
Want to get it to Bowling under the basket. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up no good. And there's Cundiff with the putback. Presley Cundiff coming up big for the Lee County Lady Cats under the basket. 6:50 on the clock. 9-9. Still tied up. Tinley Hayes with it now. She'll pass to Brindley Gross underneath the basket to Neese, who's open for the jumper. Shot is off. And here comes Natalie Reed with it for Lee County.
Stacy has to be careful. Don't want to pick up her second foul. I could have been one right there.
Bowling going to drive in the lane. She loses a handle on it, and she'll be called for the walk as she went to the court. She was expected to whistle and a foul, and didn't get it as she went in the lane. Alexis Pelfrey coming back into the game for Breathitt County as Hayes will take a seat. Hayes played a phenomenal JV game here, the B-team game early on. So glad he's played well. Combs with it now over to Neese. Back to Combs. Pelfrey looking for Gross. Can't get her. Combs going to drive in the lane. She'll put up the one-handed floater. Off the back of the rim, no good. But there's Brindley Gross with a good rebound. And a putback shot, no good. But Pelfrey comes up with it. Tied up in the corner. She'll get it to Gross. Now back to Pelfrey. And Bowling going to get enough hands on it and tie it up for the jump ball. Possession will stay here with the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. Combs working in the lane. Pass over to Pelfrey. Pelfrey drives in. Dish to Stacy. Stacy catch, put it up. Shot was altered. It'll go out of bounds. I think Cundiff got a hand on that one.
Yeah, if you're Coach Hayes, you still want to see that because that's a high percentage look.
Yeah. And she was knocking those down the other day. It's just a matter of time for her. Just like seat time in a race car. It's going to be experience for her. You see Jericho East hit a jump shot in the lane for two. 5:33 on the clock, 11-9. Lady Cats, Breathitt County up 2 on Lee County Lady Cats.
I was always told that basketball's a game of runs, but it just doesn't seem like any team can get one going right now, Rob. So it's back and forth. This game is set up to be a pretty close one going the distance.
If one of these two teams breaks out and gets a run, as you watch Stacy go to work under the basket, shot off the rim, good move and a shot by her. Shot didn't drop. But if one of these teams gets a run, it's going to be hard for the other one to come back based on how they've played this first half. Pass inside, knocked loose by Neese. Bowling comes up with it. She drives, misses the layup. Reed gets the rebound, and a foul, I think, going to be called on Combs. No, I think. Yeah, they're going to give that one to Lexi Combs. That'll be her first. 4:53 on the clock, 11-9, 2-point lead. Natalie Reed shot is good. Reed is a close to a 40% free throw shooter. She hits the first one. Second one is off. Stacy and Cundiff tie up the rebound, and another jump ball. Possession arrow will stay on this end of the court with Lee County. So big opportunity for them. Cundiff able to tie up the rebound with Stacy. Reed spins, puts up the shot off the window, no good. Tipped. Cundiff with another rebound, and she goes up. She'll be fouled and gets the points.
Yeah, I mean, the second chance opportunity so far has led to fouls, and also Breathitt had one that led to the three-pointer to begin the game. So, I mean, it's just hard to deal with when you're giving second and third chance opportunities to teams on the and when you're on defense. You just can't do it. So boxing out and rebounding is extremely important, especially the box out is extremely important for Breathitt, considering the size difference. You got to be able to box out.
Combs over to Gross. Back to Combs, inside to Stacy. Cundiff all over her. Combs now back to Gross over in the corner to Pelfrey. She'll dump it inside to Stacy. Stacy kicks it back to Gross in the lane. Deals it to Nice. Now to Brindley Gross again, who drives in the lane. Shot's no good. It'll go out of bounds to Lee County. Thanks again to our game sponsors, Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable final farewell. They will treat your family like their family when only the best will do. And Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see them 7 days a week for all your medical needs with extended hours.
Breathitt picking up the full court man-to-man pressure here, trying to force the action.
1 point lead for Lee County right now, 12-11. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats, and the Lady Cats of Lee County will inbound it. Fox will get it to Cundiff. Cundiff in the lane. She puts up the jump shot. It's good. Breathitt Cundiff with 8 here in the first half. Combs on the right side for the Cats. She'll deal it to Nice. Now back to Gross. To Pelfrey. To Gross. Now back to Pelfrey. To Gross. To Nice. Good ball movement by Breathitt.
Breathitt's got to make a conscious effort to try to drive to the basket, Rob. They're just settling to stay outside, and they're not able to get very good looks right now.
Good defense by Lee County. Pelfrey wanting to go in the lane. She'll pull up the dribble, bring it over on the left side, and dish it to Combs. Now over in the corner to Nice. She'll fire the three, and she rattles that one in. The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer is good for Jerica Nice. It'll make it 14 all with 3:12 on the clock here in the first half. Brindley Gross, the pressure against Natalie Reed. Reed pulls it up. She gets it across half-court line, but Lexi Combs comes up with it. Combs drives in for the layup, and Hannah Boeing will be called for the foul.
I think it was a good foul by Lake County there. You don't want to give Lexi a free trip to the layup line, if you will. You want to have to earn them at the free throw line. That's what you want to do. You know, you don't want to make it easy on nobody. So
Combs' first shot is off. She's a 65% free throw shooter. She's got one more. She corrects on that one and makes it.
Got a full timeout here with Breathitt. I guess we'll take it with them. We'll be right back after these short messages from our sponsors.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Live. Thanks to Bobcat Tax. They are now open and ready to help with the $99 walk-in special. Make the wise decision this tax season. Call Bobcat Tax. Inbounds pass to Cundiff. That's Wyrick. She'll bring it up the court for the Lady Cats. Lee County tied up on a half-court stripe. Bowling able to get it out of there. Over on the right wing, she'll find Cundiff inside to Natalie Reed, and it's hard to stop that, Casey, underneath the basket.
Yeah, if I was making an adjustment there, I would have my defense guard them from the front, make them, get between them and the ball, and make it a harder inlet pass for the Lady Cats of Lee County.
Combs' three-point shot was off. Cundiff going to come out of there, and she'll go coast to coast to the rack, and the layup is good for Presley Cundiff.
I'm impressed with her, man. She's up and down the court, giving great energy, great effort on both ends of the court for the Lady Cats from Lee County.
Brindley Gross will spot up and shoot the three. It's no good. Hayden Fox will pull it out of there, but Alexis Pelfrey going to be called for the foul. I think that's Alexis. Yeah, that's her second foul. 2:07 on the clock. Lee County up 18-15. Gross steps into the passing lane, takes that one away, and they're going to get Reed for the foul with a push-off.
Yeah, that was not what you wanted to see if you're Lee County. You know, tossing, it's a very dangerous pass. It's obviously Brindley Gross is a seasoned basketball player and is able to pick up on that. And now it's what the Lady Cats can do on this end, Rob.
When you look up hustle in the dictionary, there's a picture of Brindley Gross.
I saw that.
Nice's free throw or three-point shot's no good. But the
guess who?
Tie up underneath, Brindley Gross will go to the free throw line with the foul called on Reed. That is her third now.
And a second chance opportunity on points. And it led to a foul.
Yep.
And let's see if she can complete this second free throw.
Got to make these free throws. Misses the first one. The second one is up. I feel like Breathitt maybe rushing a couple shots here. They look a little winded here in the first half, to be honest. Wyrick's going to drive by the defense, and she makes the pass intended for Reed, and she just overthrows her. It'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, this full court pressure that Coach Hayes is putting on them is really taking a toll on Lee County, and they've turned the ball over now to 2 consecutive possessions.
Combs to Nice over in the corner. She'll bring it back out on the right wing. She'll deal it to Gross. Now to Pelfrey, back to Gross. Combs will come out to the logo, set the offense. She'll drive in the lane. She goes up, kick to Nice. Over in the left corner for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Gross tried to pull down the rebound, no foul. Natalie Reed comes up with it, and there's Nice with a heads-up defensive play to knock it out of bounds. Nice stepping into the passing lane. She's about to pick off that pass.
And Brindley Gross is around the ball. When it's up on the rim, it's coming off. She's always around there. We got a timeout here. It's a 30-second timeout, Rob, by Lee County.
Yeah, we'll take it with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Thanks to People's Bank, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Colby will help you get back into the action. And PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lee County will inbound it right in front of us. Caden Fox and to Cundiff. And Cundiff will be... they're just going to say ball went out of bounds on Combs. I thought they were going to call a foul there for me.
I did too.
And once again, Fox will inbound it to Presley Cundiff. She'll spin, puts up the shot. Altered that time by Charlie Stacy and the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. Here comes Combs down in the lane. She puts up a high shot, no good. Battle for the rebound between Gross and Wyrick. And the jump ball, possession arrow. Keep it here with
Breathitt. That's a great effort again.
Yeah.
Brindley come from all the way from the three-point line to tie that up to keep the possession here at Breathitt.
Well, you said wherever the ball was, she was going to be. She finds Pelfrey inside to Stacy, back to Pelfrey, over in the corner to Gross, and she'll shoot the three. It's off, but a big rebound. A little fight for the rebound between Combs and Pelfrey and Bowling. And the possession will give it to Lee County.
If you're Breathitt, you're going to live with that shot as well because Brindley can knock that down.
She can. Bowling with the pass up to Fox. Now back to Bowling. She's going to drive in the lane. She'll kick it over in the corner. Now back to Bowling for the three. Off the rim, no good. Brindley Gross with another rebound. End of the game is back for Lee County.
They let one go there, Rob. I don't know if you saw it, but she definitely got bumped.
Gross shot, no good. Rebound down to Cundiff. Cundiff will bring it up the court. She can do it all for the Lady Cats. She hands it off to Fox. She goes down the lane, puts up the floater. And she'll be called for the walk before the shot. Turnover to the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. 16 seconds on the clock, 16-18. 2-point lead for Lee County. Combs will bring it down the court. She'll try to go to work for the Lady Cats and get the last shot. Over to Gross in the corner to Pelfrey. She's open. She likes that shot. It's no good. Bowling's going to bring it out of there. She'll fire it with less than a second on the clock. It'll go out of bounds. Brings to the end of the first half. Lee County Lady Cats up 18-16 over Breathitt Lady Cats. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
All right, folks, we are back from the Coliseum where the Lady Cats of Breathitt County trail 2 points, 16-18 to the Lee County Wildcats. Thanks to Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. ARH, Appalachian Regional Healthcare, and Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson. Thanks to all those fine sponsors. We'll talk about some stats, Casey Allen, and some point totals.
You are the statistician.
I try my best. Lexi Combs, leading scorer for Breathitt County, with 7, followed by Jerica East with 5, Alexis Pelfrey with 3, and Brindley Gross with 1 point from the free throw line. Doing the brunt of the work for the Lee County Lady Cats, Presley Cundiff underneath the basket with 10 points, Natalie Reed with 5, and Caden Fox with a Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer. And that gives us our total 16-18 here at halftime. Folks, we're going to take another quick commercial break during this intermission period. We'll be back in just a minute here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza. Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
During a loss, we realize that your loved one is your most valuable possession. At Breathitt Funeral Home, we consider it an honor to serve your family. We've recently made some big changes, but not only to the building. We have lowered our prices to what we believe are the lowest in Breathitt County. We offer payment plans for prearranged funerals, and we will honor prearrangements from any other funeral home. Breathitt Funeral Home, premium service at an affordable price, when only the best will do.
Basketball fans know December is the start of the holiday season. A 4-month round ball holiday running all winter right through March. And at Rose Brothers, we're happy to help Bluegrass Sports Nation bring great high school action to you each week. And when your athletes need basketball shoes, or when you need warm weather gear to get through the winter, come see us at Rose Brothers. We have performance athletic footwear from Nike, Under Armour, and Skechers, and great outerwear from Columbia, Simply Southern, and Under Armour. Now let's cheer on our young athletes, and good luck from all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bataville.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. For terms and conditions, visit AppalachianWireless.com.
We are back from the Coliseum thanks to Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals as well as multi-specialty physician practices across Appalachia. And Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the free CBTJ mobile app, banking right on your mobile device. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors. We appreciate them. Casey, we couldn't do it without our fine sponsors. We couldn't do it without our fans, too. And we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this 14th region battle between the Lady Cats of Lee County and the Lady Cats of Breathitt County.
Yeah, I've gotten a few text messages, Rob, since we've been on the air about it, and people enjoy the broadcast that Bluegrass Sports Nation provides. And, I'm glad to just be a small part of it. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not the most educated basketball fan out there, but nonetheless, it is so much fun to watch our local athletes put on a show in front of everybody and the people that's online as well. Got to shout out Justin Combs, who said that we're doing a fantastic job. I mean, you don't get to hear that enough, Rob.
That's
To be
true.
honest with you.
That's true, and that's part of it. That's what it's all about is getting out here and covering these fine student athletes like you made note of, and we can't do it without the sponsors. And we can't do it without all the fine people behind the scenes. Tony Hounshell, producer running the camera. We've got as we get the buzzer fixed on the score clock.
Hubert Harold said, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that this is right before we start.
Let's check the oil in that sound system before we go any farther. But as we made mention, all the people behind the scenes, Matt Hudson doing a ton of work to make things go for Bluegrass Sports Nation. And, of course, Brendan Miller with all the photos and keeping us in line, and just a lot of people to make this machine roll. Proud to be a part of it, like you said.
Well, and a shout out goes to all the school systems too that and administrators that open their door to Bluegrass Sports Nation and allow us to come in and to provide this service to the fans that can't make it, maybe sick, maybe just can't make it out to these games and can catch it online. And hats off to them for opening their doors to us and their hospitality, allowing us to do this too.
I got one word for you on those two possessions, and it's defense. Both of these clubs came out from the break and have defensively applied the pressure to one another. Right now, Pelfrey all over Bowling. She'll pass it to Cundiff. Cundiff going to drive in the lane. Tied up. Ball comes loose. Stacy comes up with it. She'll find Combs. Lexi will bring it across the midcourt stripe for the Bobcats. Combs puts up the jump shot from the free throw line. Had a hard time finding a basket tonight. So many shots off the back of the rim and just off the iron for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County.
Coach Holcomb would say, shooting's got to shoot, Rob. Just keep throwing it up, and then eventually it'll go in.
It's going to find a home sooner or later. Bowling passes inside to Cundiff. She goes up with a hook shot, and it's altered by Stacy. And Stacy will be called for the foul. I think that's her second. I believe I'm correct on that one. We'll see what goes on the board. Yep. So 2 for Stacy here as we.
You're not wrong very often, Robert.
As we're in the third quarter, Cundiff will go to the free throw line. She's a 51% free throw shooter. She hits the first one.
She's come to play tonight.
She has.
She's kind of took leadership role of this team and has carried them thus far. How many points she got right now? Do you know?
Well, that makes her 11th with the free throw.
11 of 19 that she scored, so over half the points for her team.
She continues to be a presence under the basket. We've watched her bring the ball down the court for them, too, and she has definitely got a size advantage on the court. Shot, no good, but there's Alexis Pelfrey. She's there to pick up the rebound and 2 points underneath the glass. Ball thrown up the court. Pelfrey comes up with it again, and she'll get it to Gross. Gross across half court. She'll drive in, pitch it over in the corner to Combs. Combs, three-pointer no good, but once again, Brinley Gross there for a rebound. And Brinley will draw the foul on Reed, I believe. That's 3 on her. 4 on Reed.
4 more.
Correction by statistician David Neese. Appreciate the stats. Jerick is going to drive in the lane. Shot goes up, and he'll go out of bounds, and they'll say it was tipped last by Lee County.
You know what? There's new stats that are created all the time for different sports, and there's an efficiency rating for when you're on the court of what your efficiency is. I would love to know what Brinley Gross is, because it is outstanding. I mean, she's all the time around the ball, getting rebounds, making shots, and that is a massive three-point shot.
The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Alexis Pelfrey finds a home, and Lady Cats of Breathitt County up 21-19. Caden Fox puts up a jump shot, no good. Jerica East pulls down the rebound. She pushes it up the court, deals it to Brinley. Gross will dribble into the lane and dish it back out to Combs. Combs loses a handle on it. Ball to the floor. Natalie Reed comes up with it, and she's going to get it to Emily Warner. Warner in the lane, high off the glass, no good. Gross with another rebound. Pelfrey with it in front of Bowling. And she'll pass it to Combs. Combs will spot up. She'll shoot the three off the rim. No good. Gross with another rebound. Over in the corner to Jerica East now. Inside to Stacy. She puts down the dribble. Pulls it back out to Pelfrey. Spots up for three. She hits her second one.
That's her third of the game, second in a row.
Alexis Pelfrey with another.
They got to stop the bleeding.
Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer. We'll take a break with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
During a loss, we realize that your loved one is your most valuable possession. At Breathitt Funeral Home, we consider it an honor to serve your family. We've recently made some big changes, but not only to the building. We have lowered our prices to what we believe are the lowest in Breathitt County. We offer payment plans for prearranged funerals, and we will honor prearrangements from any other funeral home. Breathitt Funeral Home, premium service at an affordable price, when only the best will do.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. For terms and conditions, visit AppalachianWireless.com.
All right, back to the action from the Coliseum where the Lady Cats of Breathitt County have went up 24-19 on the Lee County Lady Cats. Hannah Bowling will bring it across midcourt. Working against Pelfrey, the defense of Breathitt County has proved to provide some opportunities for them on the offensive end of the court.
Now, I'm not sure what the actual officials' run is, but Breathitt is definitely on a run here, Rob. And it's really our first run of the game, as we was talking earlier.
Well, Breathitt was down 2, so right now there'd be a 7-0 run. Nice going to find Gross. Gross puts up the jump shot.
No run.
Really
Definitely not what you want if you're Lee County coming out of a timeout.
Yeah. The jump shot is good for Brindley. Hannah Bowling back across midcourt. She'll find Cundiff. Cundiff goes in the lane. And Lee County goes back to their workhorse, Presley Cundiff under the basket. That'll make her 13th point. Combs underneath the basket with the layup. No good. Neese pulls down the rebound. She'll find Pelfrey out top of the key. Now back to Jerica Neese. Over to Gross. Now back to Neese. Lexi Combs with it top of the key. She's working against the back. Pelfrey.
She's wanting to shoot
thought
that.
about it. She spotted up. Stacy puts down the dribble, brings it back out to Pelfrey. The confidence and the momentum factor so much for these young athletes on the court. We made mention about that earlier, that, Breathitt playing with a lot of youngsters. Wow. Alexis Pelfrey with the 4th Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night.
Alexis is saying, okay, you can play zone, but I'm going to shoot you out of it.
Cats up 29-21 on Lee County. Once again, they'll feed Cundiff inside, and she'll go to the rim. That's her 15th point. And Coach Brandon Hayes going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout for the Bobcats. We'll take it with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Appalachian Wireless is spreading the love the entire month. And let me tell you how they're going to do it. Right now, we're offering up to $500 off select devices. Now that's on the Appalachian Advantage or nationwide mix and match plans. Plus, new lines get an additional $100 off. But that's not all. Find accessories, all of them, at 10% off. We are spreading the love in every connection. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. For terms and conditions, visit AppalachianWireless.com.
We are back thanks to Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable and affordable final farewell. With newly renovated facilities, they will treat your family like their family. Back to the action for the Bobcats of Breathitt County. 29-23 lead for them. Combs to Gross. Back to Combs. They'll find Pelfrey in the corner. She'll bring it out of there. Pass back to Lexi Combs. Combs inside the lane. Spins. There's Pelfrey open for another three. Off the rim on that one, but Neese there for the putback. No good, and Presley Cundiff will come up with a big rebound for Lee County. More pressure defense by the Lady Cats of Breathitt as Bowling drives in the lane. Shot off the back of the rim is good for Hannah Bowling. Bowling had a hard time in the first half finding the basket. Once again, that confidence for her may come after that one. So Lady Cat's going to have to keep an eye on her coming in the lane. East back to Pelfrey, back to Gross, over in the corner to Combs. She'll drive in the lane, put up the one-handed floater, no good, but she'll draw the foul. Good move by Lexi.
And that's her MO, driving to the basket. I know she took a few shots there from the three-point. She was open. She can make it. Her game is getting to the basket, and there you go. Good things happen when you do that. She makes the first free throw. 30-25 for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County.
Also want to say special thanks to Bobcat Dairy Bar in Lee County. They've got out of this world hamburgers, and make sure you get some Superman ice cream while you're at Bobcat Dairy Bar. Can't leave them out of this Lee County, Breathitt County matchup. 2:12 on the clock, 31-25. Lady Cats of Lee County trying to find their way back. Three-pointer no good by back. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll stay on this end of the court with the Lady Cats as Caden Fox will inbound it for Lee County. She'll find Cundiff. Cundiff deals it back to her. Fox, now to Wyrick. She'll shoot the three off the rim, no good. Pelfrey with a big rebound for Breathitt County. Combs cross half court. Looking inside, drives the lane, kicks it out to Gross. Now back to Combs. She'll pass it inside to Stacy. And the ball going to be tied up on the floor. Finally picked up by Lee County. I thought they were going to get a jump ball. Pressure defense again by the Lady Cats of Breathitt. Taken away by the Lady Cats as Stacy and Hannah Bowling go after it. And we'll get a jump ball. And the possession arrow will stay here with the Breathitt Lady Cats.
Aggressive play there to force the turnover, or the jump ball, if you will. Breathitt steals a possession.
31-25. 6-point lead. Gross throws it long to Neese. Now over to Combs. Combs tries to drive against Wyrick. She'll put up the jump shot, and it's good for Lexi Combs.
She's so dangerous around that area in the basket.
And those early missed shots haven't rattled her at all. She's still putting the ball up. She's still trying to find a way to get open or find the open teammate.
And people forget she's just an eighth grader.
Yeah. Pelfrey takes the pass away from Cundiff. Combs brings it back up the court. She'll deal it to Pelfrey. She's going to shoot the three. Off the rim, no good. Tipped. Combs and Wyrick battle for it in front of the bench. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Breathitt County.
It's another possession that Breathitt's able to steal. And if your Pelfrey keeps shooting it, you're all over the rim there.
I like the attitude and I like the communication of Breathitt Lady Cats right now. Pelfrey going to get a quick breather as Tinley Hayes will come into the ball game. Gross to Combs, back to Gross, now to Hayes. Cross court to Neese. Now to Hayes, over to Brindley Gross. Looking inside as Neese was cutting across the lane. Thought she was open there for a minute. Combs going to drive in. She'll put up the one-handed floater, no good. Battle for the rebound. Hayes tries to save it from going out of bounds, and it'll go to Lee County.
Great effort by Combs there, going for the loose ball. But foot was on the line. Breathitt picks up the full court defense again, forces the turnover.
Jerica Neese takes it away. She finds Combs. She puts up the jump shot. No good. Ball knocked loose by Cundiff. 50-50 ball, and the Bobcats of Breathitt County come up with it thanks to Brindley Gross. Stacy underneath the basket. She tries to go up for the scoop layup, and she'll be fouled.
That was the first time tonight that we actually got to see her try to go to, drop the back, do a post move. And she definitely was hip check there.
Combs going to be open. She'll bring it out to Neese. Neese drives in from the elbow, puts up the jump shot, no good. Caden Fox will come out of there with it. She'll find Wyrick. Knocked loose by Combs, and Gross going after it will knock it out of bounds. Another good heads-up play by the defense of Breathitt County.
The Lady Cats of Breathitt County are at this full court pressure. They're really good. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad passes.
Hannah Bowling with it now. She dribbles in between defenders, down in the lane. She goes up off the glass, no good. Cundiff will get the rebound, and I think they're going to get Lexi Combs for the foul.
I don't know how many minutes that Cundiff has played, but I don't think she's come out of that.
I don't think she has either. I don't think she's had a breather at all, much like Lexi Combs. Cundiff back at the free throw line. Shot hits the rim and rolls in. That's 16 for her. 1 second on the clock here in the third quarter. And the second shot is good for Presley Cundiff. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Cats up 6, 33-27 over Lee County. We'll be back after this message on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Folks, we are back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We're just talking about the stat line, rebounds, points scored, three-pointers, free throw percentages, but how do you measure the intensity and the pressure and the awareness of a player like Brindley Gross, a player like Presley Cundiff?
You can't put a value on it.
Yeah.
It's taking a young team and helping your Jericho Neese, who's your only senior on the court now. Brindley stepped up in a big way, and it's been like, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it with everything we got. And it's glaring, when she's on the ball court, just how much she means to this team as Holmes drives the basket and picks up another foul. As the Lee County faithful is not happy with that call.
Holmes drives in the lane against 4 Lady Cat Lee County defenders, and that'll be another foul on Reed. That is her 5th foul. She's out.
And I understand the frustration because I didn't see the contact. It looked like she was straight up and down, and go back and look at the replay later on. But from our vantage point, it didn't look like there was much contact there. But nonetheless, Breathitt at the foul line.
Did she make that first one? I missed that one.
Yep.
All right. Bowling working against Combs. And they're going to get a foul called on Combs.
And it was a good call. It was right in front of us. I mean, she reached in there.
Yeah. Caden Fox to inbound it for the Lady Cats. She'll go to midcourt with Cundiff, who deals it back to Fox inside. She goes up off the glass, and it's good. A good play by Caden Fox and Presley Cundiff. A little inbound where the inbound player just makes a cut to the basket, and Cundiff found her. Bobcats go back to work.
That's going to be interesting to see how the Lady Cats of Breathitt County attack this fourth quarter.
Stacy with a big move to the basket, the spin. And they're going to call off the
They called it, said that she was not in active shooting, so. But in the last few games that I've got to see the Lady Cats, the one in particular was against Wolf County, where they had a 14-point lead in the second half, and then it squandered away, and they end up losing in overtime. It looks like Breathitt's still going to keep this aggressive play style, even up by 8 now.
Such a big momentum boost by Stacy with that basket. They call it off on the foul. But Jericho Neese there to clean up the loose ball and put the shot in. Makes it 37-29. 6:48 on the clock left in regulation. Inbounds play. Gross to Combs. Combs will bring it across midcourt. She goes to work. Deals it to Pilfrey. Open for 3. She fires it off the back of the rim. No good. Wyrick there for the rebound. She's going to bring it out of there for Lee County. Tied up in the corner. She'll get it to Bowling. Hannah Bowling's going to drive in the lane. She goes in against Stacy. Off the rim, no good. Cundiff loses the basketball. Stacy tried to get it to Combs and back there to pick it back up. And Hannah Bowling will find Caden Fox for Lee County.
Needs to make this possession count. And that's one way to do it.
Yep. Cundiff going to the basket, and ball was tied up as she was going up for a shot, and she'll go to the free throw line again. 17 points for Cundiff here tonight. And the first free throw rolls in for Presley Cundiff. Second shot is up, and it's good. Thanks to Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see them for all your medical needs, open 7 days a week. Pelfrey to Combs. Lexi directing traffic. She'll hand it off to Alexis Pelfrey. Now to Gross. Gross looking inside for Stacy. Can't get her. She'll bring it back out top of the key.
Each possession now is crucial for both teams.
6-point lead for the Lady Cats of Breathitt High as Combs drives in the lane. Shot hits the back of the iron and comes out. Cundiff will bring it out of there for Lee County. Bowling across the half-court stripe. On the left wing to Fox. She'll shoot a long three off the glass, and it's good. The Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Caden Fox is good. And we'll take a timeout here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after these messages.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Well, folks, we are back from Breathitt County. The Lady Cats of Breathitt up 37-34 on the Lee County Lady Cats. Thanks again to Bobcat Tax. Now open and ready to help with $99 walk-in specials and up to $6,000 in cash advances. Make the wise decision this tax season and call Bobcat Tax. Lexi Combs across half court, passes it to Pelfrey. Over to Neese. Neese finds Gross underneath the basket, goes up, blocked by Cundiff. Cundiff going to step out of bounds.
It's a great defensive play by her there.
She lets that mistake roll off her back and goes back to work defensively. Stacy. Now to Gross, to Combs, to Pelfrey, back to Neese. Good ball movement. Combs going to drive in, puts up the floater. No good. Gets her own rebound as everybody else was kind of in pause mode. She just drove in there and picked up her own rebound. Gross, Neese, now to Pelfrey. Back to Neese, over to Gross, over in the corner to Combs. She's going to drive in again. Kicks it back to Pelfrey. She spots up for three, and it's in. Another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Alexis Pelfrey, and she's got 5 of them.
None bigger than that one right there.
Wesley Cundiff now to wire it. She'll pass it to Hannah Bowling. Bowling puts down a dribble. Over into the right wing. Cundiff's going to shoot the long ball off the front of the rim. Combs with a rebound. She'll bring it out of there. Dribbles through traffic, past the defender. Wheels it back to Gross. Brindley now back to Neese, over in the corner to Combs. She's filling it.
I got to tell you, Rob, you know, me personally, I would slow things down if I was Breathitt, but I love the aggressiveness by Coach Hayes and his Lady Cats.
Well, the momentum right now definitely in the swing for the Lady Cats. Combs saves it from going out of bounds, and Pelfrey's going to come up with it. She'll hand it back to Combs. Combs with that Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer to open up the lead, 43-34 now, 9 points, biggest of the game. Nice pass inside to Stacy. She'll come back out with it. Gross going to drive in the lane. She'll put up the floater off the backboard and good by Brindley Gross.
And another run for the Lady Cats here.
The bank is open. That shot by Gross off the backboard was good, and foul going to be called on Brindley Gross as Bowling was trying to get up the court with the ball.
Brindley's like, we need to slow down just a touch here to let me catch my breath. I'm going to go ahead and commit this foul and stop the play.
2 fouls on Brindley. Man, I tell you what, she's played some great hustle basketball tonight. Bowling over in the corner to back. Now back out to Caden Fox, and ball going to be knocked loose. They'll say Fox touched it last, and it'll go to the Lady Cats of Breathitt County.
Shout out to Coach Honeycutt, who's here as well to watch the Lady Cats. I mean, he's always supporting all Breathitt County sports programs.
45-34. Combs drives in the lane for another 2 points. 47-34. Lady Cats of Breathitt County owning the fourth quarter. Bowling. Going to bring it back out. She's looking inside. Pass knocked loose by Brindley Gross. Caden Fox comes back up with it and gets it to Bowling. She'll deal it to back, who shoots the three, but it's no good. Cundiff pulls down the rebound, and Cundiff will go up with the shot and be fouled by Charlie Stacy. Presley Cundiff will step to the line for 2 more.
Lexi come up a little gingerly there on her leg. She's walking it off. I'm sure any time that the Lady Cats right now feel any kind of tweak or anything, they're nervous, as I would be. I just kind of hold your breath.
Yep. Thanks to People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success, and Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. They'll get you back into the action. Second shot by Cundiff, no good. Pelfrey brings it out of there and gets it to Combs for Breathitt County. Combs in the lane again, feeling the momentum. She goes up, no foul called. Shot no good. Here comes Caden Fox back for Lee County. In the lane, spins against Pelfrey, and she'll be called for the walk.
Great job by Breathitt's girls basketball team here for not picking up a foul there. Could very easily done so.
Combs back in the lane. Her shot's no good. Stacy with a pick back. Charlie Stacy with 2 points and a foul. She'll go to the line for the opportunity to get 3.
She's played some very big minutes as well. I mean, it's been quiet. It's on the scoreboard. It's been pretty quiet for her tonight, but she's done an excellent job of guarding Cundiff. Cundiff's going to score because she's that type of ball player, but Charlie's done an excellent job all night long guarding.
She owned the stat line in the last game with 14 points and a bunch of rebounds. Tonight, maybe not there with the point totals, but she's played some big minutes defensively against Cundiff. Charlie with her first 3 points of the night. Bobcats up 50-35 over Lee County.
And again, Brindley Gross around the ball, forcing another turnover.
Combs out top of the key, just behind the 3-point arc. Now she's going to work in the lane. Dribbles it back out to the logo. She'll pass it over to Gross.
You're up 15 points. Looks like the Lady Cats have finally decided to kind of pump the brakes a little bit.
Ball going to be knocked loose by back, and Gross going to chase it. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover Bobcats. It'll go to the Lee County Lady Cats.
I guess that's one thing about when you slow it down. You start kind of getting relaxed a little bit, and you turn the ball over, and bad things happen. But, well, nonetheless, Breathitt up 15 points here. They, like you said, Rob, they've completely owned this fourth quarter.
Bowling with a long 3-pointer off the backboard. That Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer is good for Hannah Bowling.
Going to pick up a half-court pressure here now.
12-point lead for the Breathitt Lady Cats with 1:45 on the clock. Combs driving it in, bringing it back out. She'll be fouled by Wyrick. Thanks again to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale. Stop by and see Scott and the guys at Jackson Electric and Plumbing for all your electrical and plumbing needs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Friday Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Combs' first shot is no good. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals and many multi-specialty medical facilities across Appalachia. That last free throw by Combs is good. We'll go back to work for Lee County, and Hannah Bowling with you. We're on the left wing. She'll bring it back out top of the key. Pass to Wyrick. Wyrick over in the corner to back. Now back to Bowling. She'll pass it to back. Bowling will fire the 3. No good. Lexi Combs clears out the rebound with 1:17 on the clock. Combs working against Caden Fox. Now Wyrick in front of her. Behind the back dribble in the lane. Shot off the rim, no good. Bowling with the rebound.
There I am with my trademark. Oh, my goodness.
Was
Great
waiting
move.
for it. Bowling in the lane, shot no good. Tipped, it'll go off the fingers of the Lady Cats and stay here with Lee County.
Rob, I'm going to speak so highly of Brandon Hayes and the job that him and his staff has done this year. You know, I mean, it's well documented. You know, Breathitt's dealt with a lot of injuries here for the Lady Cats, and they continue to fight, and they fight, and they fight, and they scratch and they claw, and I've not seen them get blown out in any game that they've lost this year. I mean, personally that I've watched. So, I mean, hats off to him and his staff. I mean, it's been an incredible really effort for these girls to do what they do. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. To me, he would be coach of the year in the 14th region for the job that he's done up to this point.
Yeah. Holmes trying to spin the clock here as she dribbles. No whistle. Ball taken away by Caden Fox. Fox will go in for a layup with 13 seconds on the clock. That'll make it an 11-point lead by Breathitt County. And Combs going to hang on to it here just shy of the half-court line. And she'll walk it out as the horn will sound here in the Coliseum. Breathitt Lady Cats will be victorious 51-40 over the Lee County Lady Cats here tonight. And we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back to recap this one on Bluegrass Sports.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
All right, folks, we are back to recap this 14th region matchup between the Lee County Lady Cats and the Breathitt Lady Bobcats here tonight. These two ball clubs, I'll tell you what, Breathitt County owning the second half and essentially the fourth quarter being real important for them, Casey Allen, especially important for Charlie Stacy and Alexis Pelfrey. Those two ladies really going to work in the fourth quarter. Like I mentioned earlier, Charlie not owning the stat line with the points tonight. Yeah. But defensively, really trying to put the clamps on Presley Cundiff underneath the basket. Lady Cats of Breathitt County victorious, much in part to the 18 points led by Lexi Combs. And with that being said, Lexi having a hard time finding the basket early in the game. But later in the game, she really turned it on. She leads the scorers with 18 points for the Lady Bobcats. Alexis Pelfrey with 5. Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers, and that'll bring her total to 17. Brinley Gross with 5, Jerica Neese with 7, and Charlie Stacy with 3. And for the Lee County Lady Cats, 20 points for Presley Cundiff to lead the Lady Cats of Lee County. She did a lot of work under the basket and really a workhorse for them when they needed it defensively and offensively. She seemed to always be there. She'll be followed by Caden Fox with 10, Natalie Reed with 5 before she fouled out of the game, and Hannah Bowling with 5 points. And that'll bring us to the end of this. When we talked about the young play, and you talked about the leadership of Brinley Gross as she just wheeled her team, another young lady that may not show up big on the stat line when it comes to points, but when it comes to rebounds and loose balls and 50-50s, she's going to be there to do what her team needs, Casey.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of the turnovers that were forced tonight, she was the one forcing, and you know, a huge effort there in the second half, and that's probably the best I've seen this young Lady Cats team play in the second half. As far as we go in the fourth quarter, and they're only up 3 points, and I'm talking to you like, is it possible that we have an overtime game again?
Yeah.
And the Lady Cats said, for Breathitt County, said absolutely not. And they took control, and that's a big step from where they were at against Wolf County just a few short games ago.
Yeah.
So that bodes well going forward for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. Hats off to Lee County Lady Cats, as they played very tough basketball. The Cundiff girl is just outstanding, and she is a force to be reckoned with. But nonetheless, Breathitt Lady Cats come away with a win, Rob, and who knows what's going to happen later on this season, but do not count them out. I mean, they're going to be a tough out for anybody, especially as hard as they play.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. The grit for the Lady Cats of Breathitt County, bring them to a win. They will improve to 16-9 on the season, and Coach Tyler Hensley and the Lady Cats of Lee County will fall to 5-15. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We couldn't do it without you fine fans. We couldn't do it without our great sponsors. We appreciate them also for being with us here tonight between this matchup of the Lady Cats. For Brendan Miller, Tony Hounshell, Casey